Alright, y'all, you're tuned in for another episode of Banked Out Radio Show. I am your host, Andres, and I have a special guest here to my left, to y'all's right, Miss Ashari FM. Now, I really did want to know what like the FM stands for, but let me go ahead and run down her resume a little bit. She's been modeling since 2014. She's done television, print, modeling at the Career Center, John Casablanca. Yeah, exactly, Casablancas. She has been involved in numerous runway shows, including Sarah Jane Styles from the past for, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, somebody just bought some stuff. Cook shop, I'm sorry. I'm getting...
Sarah Jane.
Let's see, the numerous runways shows include Sarah Jane Styles from the past for the Look Up Today, Sheen's Magazine, Legendary Weekend, and Mac Couture's Spring into Fashion. Let's see, some of her most notable work ranges from being published in the Urban Spice magazine, February 2017, and then also, let's see, the edition in Savvy Magazine's debut edition, as well as both the Walk Fashion Show Atlanta tour and New York Fashion Week tour. Wow.
Woo!
Pretty cool.
Sound like a lot.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot. I'm like, and that was just some of the stuff. I didn't get to read all the stuff, and that's what this whole interview is about. But Miss Ashari FM, I definitely want to know what's the FM for.
Fashion model.
Oh, okay. I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
Ashari FM, Ashari Fashion Model. Okay.
Fashion model. It was like,
But a native of Macon.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you claim any particular part of Macon? You just claim the whole city?
If people ask me where I'm from, I would say I grew up on the east side.
Okay.
And then towards high school, I came to the west side.
Okay, so both sides or whatever.
Yeah, but
so.
I did grow up on all
Where'd you graduate from then?
West side.
West side, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it the Seminoles?
Yeah. Lady Seminoles.
You say like, you'll rip your alma mater or
I
something.
do. It's just, I still feel some type of way that, we had to go through that whole suing process, and we had to get our mascot changed and stuff like that.
Oh, hold on. So tell me about that. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know like deep into it. I just know Florida.
Ah, yeah. Florida State.
We have the same mascots as them, so
a lot of places do though.
We unfortunately had to change. Yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay, so I learn something every day.
So I think now it's just like West Side.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So, Miss Ashari, it was interesting. Oh no, can I tell a story how I met you?
Sure, I guess.
It's up to you. Okay, so I met Miss Ashari. I was taking Lyft, and she was one of my drivers, and we just kicked it. We just hit it off. I'm just sitting there talking, and she's talking back to me. Most of my people, when I talk to them, they don't really talk back as in depth or whatever. So I was like, cool. First thing I just told me she modeled. So I was like, oh yeah, I definitely gotta have you come on the show. And you was telling me how long you had modeled and all the things you were doing before, I guess, modeling really got popular here in Macon as it is now. So let's dive into that. As what made you want to get into modeling at that particular time, when I guess there wasn't really a whole lot of light shed to the particular industry?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. So like I hear a lot of people tell me like, oh, you should go be a model and stuff like that. But I was always looking at myself like, I'm not, I don't look that good to be no model. Like, what are you talking about? Because I grew up a tomboy, so being a model is like doing freaky girly stuff.
Okay. So did you like, I guess, did that attire come with the tomboy scene or whatever? Were you like in hoodies a lot, sweats and stuff like that a lot?
Yeah, I was. And then I guess as I got older, I started to become into heels. I wanted to like wear heels, and so I guess I just had to grow up, like stop playing basketball all my life and go try something else. So yeah.
What position you play in basketball?
I was a shooting guard.
Okay, so you light them up then, huh? Something.
Yeah. So.
Okay. But you telling me your story though. you told me that you also went to school.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess learn the business side, the technical side, the skill set, all the educational pieces, because a lot of models jump into it, whether male or female, they just jump into it, take pictures, things of that nature, and they learn about the business as they go. Yeah. You actually pursued it from the educational standpoint.
Yeah, because I really didn't even know, like, where to start, Because my mom, she really started telling me, like, why don't you go try to be a model? Because she wanted me to do, like, fitness model, fitness coach, anything like that. So I don't know where to start, Mom. Like, what am I supposed to do? Because no one is doing the old school things anymore, where you send the pictures in and they're black and white, and So she sent me the link to the school. I went out and did the little open house, and we just went from there. So I paid for everything. Yeah. So I was like, okay. And I ended up graduating. They taught you how to walk, taught you acting, how to stay in front of the camera, all that. I'm still shy, so.
that doesn't seem like it's funny though, because I interviewed a couple other models here recently, and that's the thing. Like, when you're doing your job as the model, you're fine, you're in your element. Yeah. But it's something like this is outside like your element per se, even though like the instruments that are used, like you're used to bright lights, you're used to a camera. It's just that you're used to, like, the poses, I guess.
Being quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So I can see where, that, hesitation is, whatever it's being, letting that personality come out.
Yeah, and it's I don't want to say it's easy, like modeling is easy, because it's not. But for a person like me who don't like to talk, and
I still can't get that. I'm sorry.
I do. I really do. Once I get into the mode, I can actually talk to you. But right now, I'm kind of just like, like, yeah, shaking on the inside. But modeling is just, I don't have to talk that much. I just show up. My walking does the talking for me, so it's like I'm using my body to talk, not actually my mouth.
So, which, I guess, particular modeling do you like the best in, or what do you feel is your forte, where you excel at?
I really like runway. Yeah, because once again, I don't like taking pictures. I don't like to do it. I don't.
Is it due to just the finding that right pose and it taking so long?
No, it's just the connection with me and the photographer. Like, sometimes I can go do a shoot and he's quiet the whole time, or she. Someone's quiet. It's not really like
a live atmosphere.
Like like I seen you in like so long. It's not like that. So, but some people, like some of the ones I first started working with down here, like Keaton was one of them. Mike, they're amazing. They feel comfortable. They let you do your own thing, like your own vision. They don't tell you like, what are you doing? Don't do that pose. So I like to get crazy in front of the camera when I do get in front of the camera. So,
what have been some? Because I looked at a couple of your actually, I think I can go now on Instagram and look. It was one of them. I was like, oh, okay, it was really, not bad, but like, of course, you have the brief nudity type situation, which I think all of y'all go through as far as that phase of like not exposing yourself, but pushing the boundaries of comfortability.
Yeah, I like pushing those boundaries.
Yeah, and then there was this one right here. Now, how long did it take? Now, I'm describing this picture. If you want me to post it, I can post it while we talk about it. But you in the bathtub with the rose petals and stuff. How long did it take to actually capture that particular picture?
I don't like to brag, but it doesn't take me that long.
Really?
For a photo shoot. Okay. It takes me at least 30 minutes or less. So that was just, run the water, set up, take the pictures,
So I guess, I'm sure that's like a more intimate setting, you and a photographer, just y'all two?
No, just camera phone.
Oh, camera. Oh, so you did that by yourself?
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty cool angle and stuff.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many pictures on my Instagram that is taking.
So all these like little rose things, those are just added graphics then, right?
No,
How
my you sent these?
Okay, so how'd you put that rose right there?
Places on your butt.
But you take it. I can guess maybe you timed it or the camera, so I don't know. I just thought
no,
that would be
someone's taking
hard.
the picture, but it's with her camera phone.
So, okay, so you did have somebody in the room with you. Okay, got you. I thought you said you was doing this yourself. As
far as like not a team, like some stuff on there is like with a team, but that's just. Okay, so like shoots where you like wearing like a 2-piece or like photographer. Is it more of small amount of people, or is it a large amount of people, or like small? Yeah, it's small. Now it is because a while ago when I first started, it was like a lot of us because I had my own makeup artist, I had my own photographers and like stylist, creative director, like my friends and whoever else I met, we kind of like worked as a team. So when we go to like a shoot, it'll be like all of us trying to cram up into this one little space. So now it's just like me by myself, or maybe like my sister. Okay. So your sister, you're comfortable with her. So how comfortable were you when you first starting out, as far as like displaying your body in certain parts or whatever, with even in a room full of people, like say there's 5 people there? That's when I first started.
When you first started, was that hard for you to do that, or was it just?
For some reason, it wasn't hard for me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I was just that confident in myself, and I didn't have a lot of negative energies come my way when I first started. Afterwards, they did, but yeah, I was always comfortable. Plus, I played basketball. We always had to change in front of each other, so just.
I imagine that is in front of a lot of ladies or whatever, but then modeling, it opens up the door to have males and females in the room with you. So
yeah, I don't think about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like he ain't crazy to come touch me, so.
No, I'm just because I've heard so many different stories.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've had like some incidences where people might try to try you or something like that or whatever, or. You haven't had those? No, you just give off that vibe, then.
I mean, people think that about me already. I don't know why, but you know what? Hey.
Okay, so what is this then, as far as like because you mentioned negative energy coming towards your way later as you started your career. So where do you think that stems from then?
I don't know. Maybe their own fears or what they think is the right way versus what I know. Because we're a lot of older people, so like older people they feel some type of way about us, the younger ones, because we are young and we already know what it took y'all a long time to know what we know.
But that's due to the process of information being able to be descended down. And like I say, I tell artists all the time, if Otis Reddings was the first African American male to be able to keep part of his publishing in that time span, when he did it in the 40s, I believe it was the 40s, then every artist after that set precedence for that. But them not negotiating that and stuff like that, like Bad Boy, for example, with Diddy. French Montana was the first Bad Boy artist to not sign any of his publishing away, and that was in 2012. So I'm like, yeah. There's a disconnect for education and implementing what people have made. Exactly.
Things change. Like I was saying earlier about so like when you first started, you take your pictures and you send them off directly to the agency, like a portfolio or something like that. Now people do their Instagram.
Yeah.
People, I don't know if people still send their pictures directly to an agency. I do, but I still try to stick to the old school ways because that's how I fell in love with like high fashion in the first place. Watching American Next Top Model and Victoria's Secret fashion shows, like I was watching that. Yeah.
So what has been one of the most, I guess, crazy looking outfits that you've worn that you actually liked, versus one of the most crazy outfits that you've worn that you really didn't like, but of course you're there to do a job, so you're a professional?
To be honest, I like all the pieces that I've worn in the show. Okay. I wish I could keep like everything.
And that's one of the things that people don't realize either. Y'all don't get to keep the stuff.
We don't get to keep anything unless we're paying for it. Okay, and that still no discount. So
It's all the business, but y'all help sell the fashion and set trends and stuff. So have you had a situation where like have you had to wear anything like extremely heavy, or because some of these runways and like if you look like not the Victoria's Secret but some of the good ones, the ones that be on TV, I can't remember the names of them, but some of the stuff like when I think Kanye at one time when he had people in trash bags or something like that,
or with the holes in the shirt and
stuff.
stuff.
I'm like some of that stuff is just ridiculous.
So that's okay. So like when you first get into this, you need to know what you're trying to attract. So for me, if that's not my brand or it don't compliment me, I'm not gonna wear it.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So you have to know what your standards are.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So somebody want to put me in like you said, a trash bag. That's not gonna do anything for me. So I can't. I'm not gonna put a trash bag on.
So besides
throw some spikes and some chains on it.
so like dominatrix type stuff. Yeah.
Hey, I'm an emo kid, so I'm gonna go back to that.
I'm an emo kid. Just learning.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna. I can't go out there like that.
Yeah.
You know, or something like too little, my boobs gonna come out. That has happened.
Oh, so you I guess flashed people on accident?
Yeah, cause the garment was too big.
Oh.
Or like the garment's too small.
I'm just trying to understand if it's too big. Yeah,
so it was like a bodysuit that I had on.
Okay.
And it was a nice bodysuit. But like everything that was going on up here was like heavy. Like it had like jewelry attached to it or something like that. So I mean, I'm trying to walk like up as possible so I can like but I wasn't even wearing like my boobs out. That's why I got the pictures.
I'll say everybody got a little peep show there. How did that make you feel? Did you pull like a Janet? Or you didn't really pull a Janet because that was Justin who did that, but anyway.
I get more pissed when my boob like pop out like that.
Not when you don't intentionally do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
the seamstress and I guess the
it just don't fit right.
Yeah, the fashion designer, they should know y'all. Okay, so that's a good question then. Do they like contact y'all like, hey, what are your exact measurements, or do you have to get
some
there?
Do, some don't.
Oh, gotcha. So that's where the inconsistency comes in.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine
with whoever set up the show and the designers. That's I guess their communication. And so, I mean, us models, we do try our best to get the contact information and try to talk to them before the show start. But I guess if they have so much going on to where they can't answer every single body. So they pick their girls based on who can get in the clothes and who looks good in it, who can fit in it. There's no sewing at the end at the last minute, none of that.
Oh, wow.
Because basically it's already made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did never had like some type of pre-production type situation, but
no.
I don't know. This just sounds like something I would do. But I don't know. I'm just different like that or whatever. So you manage yourself, right? How do you like managing yourself?
I mean, I wish I was signed to an agency, but right now, I mean, I get to do what I want.
So you think it would have restrictions, or you wouldn't be able to have, I guess, the creative freedom that you do now?
Yeah.
If you sign with an agency?
Yeah, because when I first got into modeling, it took me a long time to actually get into it, just because I was the girl that wanted the lip rings, I want the tattoos and the gauges and stuff like that, and you know, all the older people or whoever telling me, oh, you can't be a model with all those tattoos and piercings, and so that kind of stopped me and pushed me back. But now it's like I do it on my own, and I actually go to casting calls, and I see individual girls actually being themselves, like with green hair, or they have tattoos, they have piercings. So it's like we can do it too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you feel like there was a stigmatism, but now the industry has changed.
It's changing. I think it's changing.
Okay, for the better.
Yeah. Males are going to be more like, they're going to be front and center first, and then the females, I feel like. But it's changing.
So why is that then?
Because like what's that guy, the zombie guy with all the tattoos? That was like the first person I know who stepped in the high fashion industry with a bunch of tattoos. Like, he's covered in tattoos. That's so that was like, okay, that was like my okay go. It was a male, of course. Yeah. But you know, I don't think females would be bold enough to try to do it.
Well, I guess it's like a double standard to where males can do a little bit more things. So I guess answer this thing, because you just have all these different questions that are just, you know, you're saying this stuff, I'm just thinking of all this fantastic stuff. Do you feel that if females do a certain amount of, I guess, whether it be nudity or like real revealing type of material or content, do they get labeled as that and get shoved to that, as opposed to a male can probably dibble and dabble?
I feel like it, especially, it just, well, I won't say that. I guess it just depends on like the look of the whole thing. Because it's easy for you to look ratchet really quickly in a picture versus you trying to sell lingerie. So it's just, you have to be careful.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, what has been your most difficult shoot? Whether, well, either, I guess, most difficult modeling experience, whether it was working with a certain particular clothing that a designer is trying to push, or going to a certain particular runway or a particular product, whatever the case may be.
You trying to maybe put somebody on the spot?
No. You don't have to say no names. Only if you want to. But no, you don't have to say no names. I don't really have people that, like, you know, they don't have to call out no names, but
difficult.
No, what, you know, or something that was, you know, unexpected or whatever, and really outside the comfort zone of what you like to establish yourself in.
I would say production at this show that I've done. They actually do multiple shows, but the ones in particular in the city I was in, yeah. The day of the show is just where the model's supposed to go. Like, all of us fit in this one room. This room. Like this room. Designer, hairstylist.
Wow. So y'all ain't have
makeup
no room to
artist.
Do anything. So y'all just basically shoulder to shoulder and everything, can't do nothing.
Trying to put everything on right there.
Wow.
At the end of the night, my hair was just like, I was sweating, and I still had 2 more looks. I think I had like 4 looks that night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how long was a production like that anyway, though? If you got like 4 looks that you're working on, or you said 4 more looks? Or? I
had 4 looks and all, but I had 2 more like by the time my hair.
Is that like a 4-hour show or a 6-hour show? Like, how long is it?
I don't know how long these shows start. They usually start around 8 and end around. They should end around 10, maybe 12.
Depends on how everything's.
Yeah, because some shows they like to have artists, like local artists, come perform in between each designer. So that kind of like extends the time.
So what has been your best experience then thus far in your career?
I guess when I went to New York, because that was my first time going to New York. Okay. So I'm always gonna say that was like the big thing for me, because I'm from the small little Macon, and a lot of us don't think. Yes, it is. Growing up here, you would.
I get what you're saying. You're Macon native.
Yeah.
But like, I look at it like this, okay? And I want you to finish your comment. Macon, the city of Macon has 99,000 residents in it.
He said the same thing when I met him.
You know, 1% of our population, that's only 1,000 people. And I'm like, you know, Bibb County is 100, I think it's up to 125. And then if you encompass Middle Georgia area, that's close to 250,000. That's a lot of people, you know. So I don't look at it as small, but I understand what you're saying, though.
I won't say small. If you just compare Macon, where you grew up.
Yeah, like, if you compare Macon to Metro Atlanta, yeah, that's small. Even if you compare Macon to Fulton County, which is still 400,000 people according to the census, that can be considered small. Yeah, but you're comparing, you know, it's like you're comparing an orange to a grapefruit. I'm like, you gotta compare an orange to another orange.
Macon is not small at all.
Yeah,
now I've learned that
it's like Fort Valley. Yeah, that's small. It's like 12,000 people down there. I went to school there. Or small is like what's some of these other smaller towns like Gray and I think even Millersville is
Macon
pretty.
ain't small.
Yeah. I say it's like, it's little. It's a mid-sized city or whatever. It's getting close to that size anyway.
Yeah.
Because outside of like Atlanta, technically Macon is like, I think maybe 3rd or 4th biggest city in Georgia. Then you got like Atlanta, Columbus, Macon, and maybe Augusta. I don't know. I have to look at the census again. Mm-hmm. But it's not as far as what people think. Mm-hmm. But I can understand where the mentality comes from because of the way it flows.
Yeah. And nobody knows what's down here. Nothing goes on down here. Mm-hmm. So it's like this little town.
Which is actually, a misconception now, though.
There's
a lot of stuff happening, and I know that you've seen like the revitalization of downtown Macon anyway. Because it was dead back in the day.
Very dead.
And I've been
back in the day. I ain't gonna say that because I grew up down there. It was packed.
What I'm saying, like, outside of the era of when this is how long I've been.
We'll say after like 1995.
Well, I went here in '95.
That's when it kind of
my era of knowing downtown Macon was with Club Money's was downtown, right there on. I think it was Poplar Street or somewhere over there.
Was downtown.
Huh?
Money's was downtown.
Uh huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah. See, I guess that's when I was going to Fort Valley. It's from the 2000 era, from 2000 to 2006 is when I was in college. So, I used to come to Macon from Fort Valley. Go to Club Money's, and then there used to be a club called Pit. I can't remember where that was. It must have been somewhere on Cherry Street or something like that because it wasn't that far. And then we used to go to some other club, and then I used to go over to, what was it, Rockabilly's?
The Rock.
The Rock. It was off of where...
Riverside.
Yeah, over there. And then they changed the club Miami, and then they changed it back to the Rock, and then it finally shut down or whatever.
Yeah. R.I.P. The Rock.
But then there was a club over there off of 475 too, where Captain D's and stuff was. What was that? I can't remember.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but Scarlett Carson.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it was something. I can't remember.
Dirty Iguana.
Dirty. I thought it was Dirty Iguana.
Probably.
But anyway, I've seen the transition of Macon, since I've been here, and seeing how it's way more to do now.
Now, are you talking about for who though?
For anyone. I didn't I can understand your skepticism.
Because you named a lot of clubs, but we don't have any more clubs. But the Thirsty Turtle.
No, you got Recess, which is not really a club; it's a hole in the wall. But you got Recess, you got Thirsty Turtle. And I think Prime 41.
That's closed.
Yeah, that's closed. Yeah, they are closed. But then, what else you got? You got some other spots. Yeah. But you got, what I like, now I don't even do the club scene anymore. So I can understand that. But what I'm more into is more networking events and just more creative spaces.
Yeah.
So you got Triangle Arts is a creative space. You had that place on, what was it called? It was another little spot. Yeah, that. Yeah. You got that. You got just other places. You got the 7th Street Salvage that does some things. You got little spots around here that is invoking creativeness where people
I love the art
craft.
stuff that's coming. And I used to go to the Fresh Produce every third Sunday. We used to be in there just listening to all the local rappers and artists. I used to go to I think it's called Back Something Lounge. They have local artists or travelers.
You got the other spot too. That's the JBA. It's right there. No, it is the Disto had his painting thing there. I went there. Shawty Slim. I don't know if he's left yet or whatever, but he was doing indie artists. Now I call them indie artists too. I don't call them local. I think calling them local gives them a disservice, especially the ones who's been doing stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Indie.
Yeah, because if you sell in Macon, you're within the city. But if you sell in Warner Robins and you live in Macon, then you're indie.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I never knew what that word was. I just thought music wise.
What, indie? Well, independent.
I like indie music. I didn't know what it was though.
Yeah, that's what it is. Independent music, it means that you're doing everything yourself. You're not financed by now there is this little shadow thing too where you'll have like artists who get big and be like, oh yeah, I'm indie or whatever. Like Chance the Rapper, right? For example, he's an independent artist, but he had financing when he did his Acid Rain or something like that. SoundCloud paid him $500,000 to put that out on their platform, and then he went and got that Apple deal and things like that. So he had backing. So to me, technically, you're not true independent.
Yeah.
You also have other artists who sign partnership deals or they'll sign a deal to a major, but they have their own imprint, and they'll push the imprint, and then the major will be like, hey, because the word indie is so trendy and stuff, don't say you're signed to us. We'll give you the money to push, but you keep claiming indie. Because people get behind it and they support it or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like that though.
Yeah, it's
like
just
you're taking away from the actual people.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think Macon has a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of stuff that y'all can do. Like I said, I've done interviews like 5-6 different artists. I'm involved with a lot of different groups and things like that. Even when I tagged you with the Commander-in-Chief, they do stuff all the time, and they have models, and I'm sure they're always looking for more models, and they do high fashion. So that's why I thought y'all would be a good fit. Did you ever reach out to them?
No,
Not yet.
I didn't. Not yet. It just, I don't know. It's kind of. I don't be knowing I don't know. I like to work with people. But I just don't know how to approach it.
What I gotta do? I gotta go down there and be like, hey, introduce you. Hey, this is such and such.
No, I mean, I'm gonna hit them up.
Hit them up. They good people. Brittany and Jamise, they're both good people.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are those that support, that are here, and that I feel that you'll get a whole lot more support here. But I know you're not just concentrated in Macon. You also do things in Atlanta. But what are some other places besides like the New York fashion? What are some other, I guess, geographical locations you've been at?
It's only been Atlanta, New York, Columbus.
Okay, so you did stuff in Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Macon tour show.
Okay. So how'd you get the gig down in Columbus? Through networking?
I think through Facebook or Instagram. I don't know. I just hashtag models wanted, casting calls, and if I see something and the date was coming up, I'll screenshot it, send it to my grandma, and be like, "This where we going." She'll be like, "Okay," and then we'll just go.
Oh, so your grandma rides with you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Before she passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Yeah, that's really why I haven't been doing anything in like the past year or so, because it's hard for me to come back from a death.
Yeah, so I understand.
Yeah.
You gotta have somebody that's back there in your corner. And
yeah,
sure
and that's it's hard. Because she started it with me.
So
after I graduated, and she actually I want to do it seriously. I don't want to go do no regular job. I don't like listening to people. So, so I was like, here go a fashion show. Can we go here? And she was like, yeah. So it was just me and her. We traveled. The only place she didn't get to go was to New York because she didn't have the money. And I think that show was actually the last show I did until she got really sick. And yeah, after that I was just like, fuck it. I was just like, fuck everything. I just want to sit by myself.
Well, I definitely want you to get back into it. Yeah. Don't don't put your heart and soul into something then just to. Because she wouldn't want you to quit. Yeah,
and I heard that all the time, but it's just like, y'all just don't understand. She's not here no more.
Yeah, and I know it's hard to replace someone who's really in your corner like that. So definitely, build your team back up, and there's somebody out there that's gonna really help. And root for you or whatever. So I don't want anyone to give up on a dream. Yeah. Especially if you said you can't listen to anybody else. It's basically what you gotta do. You gotta make it work.
And I think I did 2 shows, I think, a year after she passed away. And I tried to get back into it January. I think the shows in January and February. I was a mess backstage. I was legit just about to walk away, pack up everything, and just go. Because it's
No, like I said, I definitely get it. You gotta find somebody else.
I don't think I was ready to get back out there.
Yeah, I ain't saying just go jump into it you got full steam ahead, work your way back into it. Yeah. But you have done something that I wanted to do, and which is your calendar.
Yeah, I should have brought one for you. Dang.
Okay, well that'll get away. But what inspired you? Like, okay, first of all, is this like for next year, like a 2020 calendar?
2020.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what inspired you to do that?
I always think of ways like DIY projects. I want to say, because I don't want to think like entrepreneur. Like DIY projects to help me with the modeling, like do the shows, like even just buying makeup. Yeah. 3 things cost like $30. You know, so it's a lot. And I'm thinking like, how can I get money while I don't have like a job? Like, you know, so that's how I came up with that. Well, I want to do a calendar. How can I get my pictures out there?
So, what kind of theme was the calendar? What kind of concept did it have to it?
It didn't have.
It was just like your best 12 shots or something?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah. More of the professional ones.
So, how's the response been thus far?
I mean, okay, so like most of them been men. And so when they look at it,
you said it like it's a bad thing, like you don't want men buying your calendar.
Because the thing is, they want to buy the calendar. It's just they have a ring on their finger.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. I don't know. They see that one picture. That I have one picture. It's on my Instagram. But in the calendar, it's in there too. Or I guess a different one with my half naked, whatever, or I'm all the way naked, laying on the mirror, whatever. And so they look at that picture, and they be like, "Wow, that's the only one that's in there that bad." Yeah. I would say, but
I'm saying like, okay, regardless of them having a ring on the finger, get your money.
Yeah, I sold some.
I'm saying, so it doesn't matter if the married man is buying your calendar. That's
I don't care. I don't care if y'all married.
Yeah. I'm like,
I talk about one too.
Yeah, just sell your calendar. I'm like, it shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I posted. I got business cards, and people that hop in my Uber and Lyft and stuff like that. I tell them about it.
So, do you sell it online as well for people to purchase up through a website or something?
Not yet. I mean, I have a website, but I just want to be perfect. So it's like it's taking me a long time. But I am gonna put the calendars up there and my body sauce that I sell too. And whatever else I come up.
What is it?
Body sauce.
What is body sauce?
I call it drippy sauce. It's basically like shimmer, body shimmer.
So you glisten?
But not like harsh, like you can see it. It's
so
just
what made you want to do like a body sauce?
Once again, trying to make something to get money.
But it sounds like it fits though with your craft.
Yeah.
It's not
because I like cosmetology, I like beauty and natural things, you know. I'm gonna come out with like natural, and my body sauce is natural, like vegan ingredients and stuff.
Oh man, you would have cleaned out. I did a vegan festival yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. I'll keep you posted on the next ones and stuff since it's vegan friendly and they really supported the cook shop product. So yeah, I did a lot of money yesterday. But
yeah, I just wanna like do things with my hands.
Yeah.
Like. Show my talent through like my hands, my body type stuff.
So have you ever thought about like other aspects of art, like hand modeling and stuff like that?
Not hand modeling.
I'm just saying, I'm just thinking, I'm just spitballing, right?
It's a lot of, yeah,
it's a lot of different things that you could do where, outside of just the traditional norm of things. And, because there's a lot of different content being shot around here or throughout, just here in Atlanta as well. I'm sure you bump into a lot of, different people.
I just haven't found nobody that is the same as me, with the odd style and want to do the creepy, weird out there.
So, like, you basically would thrive and, like, if someone was shooting, like, a Halloween type situation, you wouldn't mind being that type of...
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, just like, know how high fashion stuff be, it look like the girl falling off a building or something. They probably like holding her over it, but they gonna get a shot.
How you gonna do that? Oh, okay, so so
that
like
picture,
is
like,
picture,
print wise, I should say.
Okay, so
photographer.
So you looking for those type of? Yeah. I'm sure there's photographers or even people who want to shoot like products or something, or even artists with concept.
Yeah.
I could think of one person who does stuff like that is Android. I don't know if you know him. He's an older artist. He just actually released his second project, but he's shot videos where they're very cinematic, and they required certain types of scenery to where like one of the scenes where someone's laying there and they're dead or whatever, but you get the blood coming out or whatever. You would fit like that would be your like I could see that be
like that. Yeah, because that's the high fashion part that I saw. Tyra Banks had them folks doing all types of crazy stuff. So me being a little crazy little kid, I was like, I can do that. I want to do that. Except for put the spider on my face. I ain't gonna do that one. But those are the kind of shoots I try to go for. Those are the type of poses I like to go for. You'll see like some weird, creepy stuff. I don't know.
Okay. So since you are your own like brand and company and everything, right? Why not like just do that yourself and like put all the pieces into place yourself, or what would stop you from doing that?
Nothing stopped me from doing it. That's what I had to do. But like now, I want other people, like other creators,
to be involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
To add to it.
So you like put on your own show then? That like a freaky type of show and do it.
I got a lot of stuff cooking.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I just gotta keep it to myself.
Because you don't want nobody else taking your ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, so that leads to a question I have then. How are people in the area, or the ones that you would think that would support you? How are they supportive, or?
What you mean, like other photographers
but just people in general, like people who you're trying to appeal to, where they want to support you. Things like your family and friends support you. Do your community support you? Excuse me, or do you get more support from just like strangers and stuff like that?
I think my supporters is like my family, for the most part. Yeah.
So do they have any reservations as far as like you said, this is what you was going to do with your life, or? I
don't know what they thought I was going to do, to be honest. Because once again, they seeing this emo girl walking around with the black and the skulls and the chains and all that stuff. So I don't know. They probably thought I was going to do basketball, then track, and like I said, the whole fitness thing. But I saw all the crazier things in like fashion.
Okay. So do you feel that your creativity has a limit, or is there anything that's not inside of your, I guess, comfort zone, or anything that might be outside of it that you're not going to do?
The only thing outside my comfort zone would be like somebody else telling me I need to take my shirt off, or I need to take my clothes off, something like that. Okay. That is my decision. Exactly. Like that's gonna be something I came to you and I said this is the type of shoot I want to do. Like the naked one, that was my sister. She's a photographer, so I only feel comfortable getting that naked and moving like that with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't get no creepy DMs or anything out of there, did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Social media.
Yeah.
So, do you feel the social media has helped in as far as like modeling stuff? Because you said, earlier when you mentioned the Instagram models, and I think I've spoken to enough models to where, it's the perception about this sways a little bit back and forth. But some girls, they look at modeling and all I gotta do is pose and take cute pictures and put them on Instagram, and I'll be out there and I'm modeling.
You will stay an Instagram model.
Okay, so that's how you feel about that. Okay. Hey, no, I'm just saying you're in the business. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So you have your professional perspective about that.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of us out here actually work hard to get where we was at, or whatever we trying to do. Like we work hard. And me, like when I first started, I didn't have a job. I didn't have shit. I didn't have no type of money, no nothing.
But that's bold though. That's commendable.
Yeah, and so whatever money I did get, that'll go towards me going to buy makeup. Yeah. Me going to buy clothes. I couldn't afford go to Jason Hill's or whatever. So I went to Goodwill.
But no, that's good. No, that's good though, because it teaches you how to be thrifty. One, a lot of these shoots anyway, they're not.
You don't need to spend that much money.
Exactly.
You don't. So Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and it's about the creativity
Yeah.
of it and how you can get around.
Yeah.
And you can still make stuff look good and pop off without having to go spend
Yeah.
these designer prices or whatever,
Yeah.
which are overinflated in my opinion anyway. But hey,
Yeah.
that's just me. So what have you been able to accomplish this year then? As far as I'm like, December is here, Christmas right around the corner. We're closing out the year.
Yeah.
Was there something that you had thought about in earlier the year that you really wanted to accomplish that you've been able to accomplish thus far?
As far as my opinion, I mean, the only thing I've accomplished was getting the calendar made.
Mm-hmm.
All that, the body sauce, making sure that was like the right, like consistency and like all types of stuff. So really, just like my products, just focus on getting the products and getting back out there on social media by posting pictures. I'm just trying to stay relevant at this point because, like I said, the only reason why I'm not in shows, I'm not doing shoots is because my grandma's situation.
Yeah.
And everything else that happened after that.
Yeah. I understand. Okay. Well, so anybody out there who wants to support, wants to inquire, wants to book or anything like that, or just want to follow, what's the best way they can get you on social media or how they need to contact you?
My Instagram, which is Rising Star Ashari, ASHARI, or my email, which is, what is my email? AshariTheModel@gmail.com. Right, those are the ways you can book me.
Okay. So I like
models if y'all want to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to work with y'all.
Any photographers are you opening that up to any new photographers, or are you looking at?
See, with the whole photography thing, I have my own contract.
Mm-hmm.
So,
with your sister?
No,
Oh.
I have a written contract.
Oh, that you present to photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
So if they want to go through with it, that's how they do it.
Okay, cool.
Most of them don't, but it's okay.
Yeah, I guess people got to learn how to do business.
Yeah.
So I like to give my guests the final words. So if there's a mantra or any type of saying or anything you would really like to have read and let the guests know, here is your opportunity.
I mean, no.
No saying on the. All right, well, y'all make sure y'all go.
Awkward.
Yeah, make sure y'all go support. Excuse me. Miss Ashari, FM for fashion model.
It has another meaning too, but I think that's like more adult content.
Well, I don't think that, I don't really have that many kids watch this show. But
so it's fuck 'em.
Oh, okay.
The FM is really stands for fuck 'em because a lot of people tried to come for me. Yeah.
So I get it.
And
You gotta have that mentality where you gotta just basically put them hair blockers on and just focus in.
Yeah, just don't let nobody tell you like that won't look good because they don't know.
Exactly. I like that you push the boundaries and stuff and you're comfortable in what you want to do.
Yeah.
So that's phenomenal. So keep that attitude, keep that momentum, that energy. I wish you nothing but the best of success. And I definitely want to have follow-up interviews in the future to see how things have been progressing.
What color hair I'm gonna have next.
Yeah, exactly. What color hair. So I love it. I love when people can express themselves and they're comfortable in their creativity. So no, I definitely support that.
Yeah.
So y'all support Miss Ashari. Follow, email her, collaborate with her. Check her out. Yeah, exactly. Buy a calendar and the body sauce, the drippy sauce. Drippy. What is that? DRIPPY or 2 P's? Oh, okay, cool. Y'all go pick up some drippy sauce, especially if y'all need it for these particular shoots and y'all trying to get that sheen, that glimmer, that shine.
Yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right.